Hello, it's me again and welcome to another episode of Random Report. Okay, so I had to do another episode, another special episode. This right here is dedicated to Black History Month. I actually had an extra day this year. Yay, go us. No, seriously. Well, there's one thing that I would like to talk about. Two, actually. First thing, my mother had a birthday this year, so happy birthday, Mom. And to all the other leap mothers that may be in existence. Let's see what else. Yes! The first ever superhero who happened to be black. The first ever black superhero. If I'm not mistaken, in some cartoons, the Green Lantern is black. Of course, in the Green Lantern movie, he was white. But the superhero I am talking about is none other than Static Shock. And some of you may or may not have heard of Static Shock. Static Shock was a cartoon that came on in the early 2000s. It lasts to about mid the 2000 point. 2004 to be exact. Static Shock was about this kid named Virgil who was exposed to chemical waste and it, guess you can say, increased his electrolytes, which gave him the power of static electricity. Thus the name Static Shock. It was like I'm not too familiar with comic books. I am a fan of mostly all the comic cartoons. Huge X-Men fan, Batman. But I really have ever read any of the books. So anytime I see a cartoon that's based on a comic, I like to do research. But anyway, back to the point. Static Shock, to my knowledge, the first true full African American superhero. He used his static electricity power to fight off enemies. However, him and his enemies were known as Bang Babies. Bang Babies was the name given to them because of the two gangs that were fighting. Static Shock, aka Virgil, just happened to be in the midst of the two gangs about to square off when one gang member shot, and he shot a tank, and that's where all the big explosion called the Big Bang set off and gave, I don't know if it gave everybody who was there power, but it spread throughout the city, giving various characters in the show different types of powers. and static had static electricity power. Then one of the top villains and one of the main gang members that were here, Ebon, he has the power of shadow. Then there's this other guy, can't remember his name. His nickname is F-Bomb. He had firepower. He can manipulate fire based off in pyro and the human flame. So, you know, that was actually a good cartoon series. Of course, like most good things, it came to an end and didn't get a chance to. It still, I mean, it did end well, but like most of everything else, most of all TV series, it left you with questions. Like when Ebon and F-Bomb got together, like after Static and his friend Richie destroyed them, like, did they survive it? Because, you know, sometimes villains don't die, they come back for more. So that was like one of my favorite comic turned cartoons of all time. I think if somebody, and I know this won't happen, but I think if a movie like that was made for Static Shock, the person that would have to do it would be Chris Nolan. Like, did an excellent job with the whole Batman series, which concludes this year, and I really don't want them to reboot it. I mean, this is the perfect way for Batman to completely end, unless they do like a new cartoon series for it. You know, besides that, I don't think, you know, it can be touched again. Nolan did an excellent job of the movie, and he did it by rarely using Batman, you know. So, I mean, the name Batman, that is the actual name. So that was a pretty good job. And then how he brought the characters up. I think one of my favorite villains, well, out of the first two, my favorite out of all would definitely be the Joker. And then the second favorite would be Two-Face, Harvey Dent. I don't think that the one that's coming out this summer is going to be better than The Dark Knight Rises, but I mean, better than The Dark Knight, but The Dark Knight Rises, I will be, you know, I will be one of the first people, you know, wanting to see that movie, waiting to see that movie. So definitely excited for that. But getting back on track, if there was ever a Static Shock movie to be made, it would have to be somebody with the mindset of Christopher Nolan, because maybe even, and I know he's never done a movie like this before, but maybe even John Singleton. I would like to see him. I mean, since it's I don't think, like, if a black director decided to make this movie, I don't think it would be somebody like Spike Lee, because I don't know, he's good, but I think if somebody like John Singleton made a movie for Static Shock, then it would be quite interesting to see how he would do. I mean, he does specialize in that area, in of you know, gang related movies, or thug related movies, whatever you want to call it, and to add the superheroic part in would be something to see. But Spotlight Static Shock, if you haven't seen it before, then check it out. I'm sure there are videos of it on YouTube. Also, as I've mentioned on my last video, be on the lookout for my book, The JKF Mysteries Instant Killer. I do plan on writing a sequel to the book, maybe 2 sequels to it, so it is planned to be a trilogy. My next official book that I haven't started on it yet. I did want to start on it this month, but a lot of things got in the way of that. But it's going to be a poetry book, and let me put something here so I can know exactly what the name of it is. Yeah. Anytime I'm in the flow of things, I don't want to forget stuff, so I have to write it in my phone. You know, good reminder. But the name of my poetry book is going to be called In My Mind, Flesh versus Spirit. And basically it's going to be a poetry book in the style of a biography. It's going to be talking about my life, where I want to go, where I've been, and where I am now. So past, present, and future. And basically how my thoughts, my emotions, how I feel at times, and things like that. I mean, definitely gonna be something in the book that everybody can relate to. And me, I consider myself a master poet. I can write a poem within a minute, actually, given a topic, because obviously a topic I'm not too familiar on will take a while, but for the most part doesn't take me longer than 5 minutes to write a poem. And I'm not talking about 4 lines. I'm talking about like a long list, you know. But stay on the lookout for my books. JKF Mysteries, Instant Killer, In My Mind, Flesh vs. Spirit, and an untitled play that I will be writing. No, my expectations of this isn't to be like Tyler Perry. I don't have that kind of expectation for the play that I'm gonna write. I don't think it will. I mean, if it did, I definitely would be blessed. But I'm just writing because it's something I want to do. Huge fan of playwright, so it's something that I always wanted to do, and it's gonna be a different style than the usual stuff, because I always like to add my own twist to my writing. I do have inspirations with whatever writing that I'm doing. So that's all for now. Check me out. And if you have any questions, you can email me at cutro007@gmail.com. Also, want to add one last thing before I go. If anybody's interested in an opportunity to make money, risk-free, I've done it, so it's not any harm or anything. All you have to know how to do is work PayPal. So if you've heard of PayPal before, contact me. I'll give you information, and before you sign up, I'll give you a preview of it. I'll walk you through it, and after I walk you through it, you can show your friends and their friends, and basically you'll make money. I'll make money. Your friends make money. Their friends make money. And every time the person is making money, you're going to make money. It's a win-win, right? But that's all for now. You have my email address, so hit me up. Peace out.